European leaders are bracing for United States tariffs after President Donald Trump announced sweeping levies on Mexico, Canada and China that would affect billions of dollars worth of trade, stirring global markets and currencies. Trump said the tariffs against the three largest US trading partners, which take effect on Tuesday, might cause Americans some short-term pain, but long-term the United States has been ripped off by virtually every country in the world.
A tariff of 10% on China based on the fact that they're sending fentanyl to Mexico and Canada.
How soon on those tariffs?
Probably February 1st is the date we're looking at. For Mexico and China, we're talking about approximately 25%.
As of Monday, Trump has announced that the tariffs on Mexico will be delayed for a month, while the Mexican government supplies 10,000 soldiers to stem the flow of fentanyl into the United States. I just spoke with President Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico. It was a very friendly conversation wherein she agreed to immediately supply 10,000 Mexican soldiers on the border, separating Mexico from the United States. These soldiers will be specifically designated to stop the flow of fentanyl and illegal migrants into our country. We further agreed to immediately pause the anticipated tariffs for a one-month period during which we will have negotiations headed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of Treasury Scott Bessent, and Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick, and high-level representatives of Mexico. I look forward to participating in those negotiations with President Sheinbaum as we attempt to achieve a deal between our two countries. Speaking at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida on Sunday, Trump indicated that the 27-nation European Union will be next in the firing line, but did not say when. The United States is the EU's largest trade and investment partner and has consistently imported more goods than it has exported to the bloc. The US goods trade deficit stood at €155.8 billion, or $161.6 billion, in 2023, according to Eurostat data.
It will definitely happen with the European Union, I can tell you that, because they've really taken advantage of us. And, we have over a $300 billion deficit. They don't take our cars, they don't take our farm products, they take almost nothing. And we take everything from them, millions of cars, tremendous amounts of food and farm products. I think that one can be worked out. But the European Union it's an atrocity, what they've done.
EU leaders meeting at an informal summit in Brussels on Monday said Europe would be prepared to fight back if the US imposes tariffs, but also called for reason and negotiation. Arriving at the talks, French President Emmanuel Macron said that if the EU were attacked in its commercial interests, it would have to make itself respected and react. He added that recent declarations from the United States were pushing Europe to be stronger and more united. It's simple. We think that the priority is the strategic agenda and the security of our borders. If we're attacked on trade topics, as a power that holds, Europe has to make itself respected and react. Economists said the Republican president's plan to impose 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico and 10% tariffs on China would slow global growth and drive prices higher for Americans. Trump says they are needed to curb immigration and narcotics trafficking and spur domestic industries. Trump's tariffs will cover almost half of US imports and would require the United States to more than double its own manufacturing output to cover the gap, an unfeasible task in the near term, ING analysts wrote. Other analysts said the tariffs could throw Canada and Mexico into recession and trigger stagflation, high inflation, stagnant growth, and elevated unemployment at home. In Europe, economists at Deutsche Bank said they were currently factoring in a 0.5% hit to gross domestic product should Trump impose 10% tariffs on the bloc.